go. Well, welcome to Free Space 2. Anyways, derelict campaign. Here we go. So, the last time we retook the GT3 Lone Wolf and got achievement destroyer out of subspace. So anyways, I had to restart the stream because I was having a small problem with my microphone. It wasn't picking up any audio. Well, I unplugged my headphones from my computer, and then I
With the Nyarlathotep secured at Tau Sigma Station inside 2 Ganymede docking rings, we are now moving research teams onto the vessel for an intensive study. The GTVA and TRG have already contributed vessels toward the research effort. Morgan Technologies has offered their assistance, but it seems that it will not be required, thanks to the number of ships GTVA Command has devoted to the study of the destroyer. However, we are expecting additional research vessels from the Tepoa Rally offices in Altair and the GTVA research labs in Aldebaran. These vessels carry valuable cargoes, are weakly armed, and even more poorly armored. Easy pickings for any pirates lurking around the jump node to Altair.
just try to maybe get the loadout sorted out now. They give me coordinate missiles and rock eyes. For some reason I can't use the harpoon. For some reason Myrmidon can't use the harpoon. I wonder if we'd be better off in Hercules 2s. It's got heavy armor. Carry some good weapons. Oh wow. Didn't expect I'd run out of expect I'd run short of harpoon missiles so quickly.
Alpha Wing will comprise the escort for the science convoy. Pirate activity in the area has been intense, as the fiasco which ended the riot 4 days ago showed. Any pirates which do enter the area are to be eliminated. The valuable cargoes which the convoy craft carry, and the civilians and scientists on board the vessels, must be protected at all cost. The Lone Wolf and TRGC side will take over the defense of the convoy once you enter their patrol pass, and as the vessels assume their designated points. You will then be authorized to return to the station. Finally, you won't be flying with all your usual wingmates this time around. With the discovery of the Nyarlathotep, we've received an influx of supplies and new pilots. They're rookies, just out of GTVA Academy. Still, I know you're an excellent pilot, Alpha 1. I'm sure you'll teach them all they need to know. You know what you have to do. Get out there, Alpha.
Great. There's the briefing. Wow, they are way far out.
Approximately 10 clicks out. Moving to escort positions now.
Affirmative, Alpha 2. We're tracking you and the convoy now.
Boy. Those beeps are so old school.
Yes, sir. I've just been assigned here, sir.
Ken, sir, is Alpha 2. We're not quite as stiff out here on the fringes as you might be used to back in Beta Aquila.
Roger, sir. I mean, okay.
Good, you're learning already, see? Don't think that you can slack off out here either, though. This whole business within Nerla Hotep has got us on alert.
You can count on me.
That's great, pilot. Just follow my and Alpha 1's lead and you'll do fine.
Just like Lieutenant Harbison said on the first mission of Space 1. Follow my lead, you'll be fine, he said. Better not go after any pirates if there are pirates that come out like 5-10 clips from this convoy. Maybe I'd better not worry about them. I mean, it's an old trick. So anyway, I restarted the stream because my computer wasn't picking up audio from my microphone. In other news, I've been dumpster diving, retro treasure hunting, and I found a PC with a game port.
Alpha Wing is now in escort position. Alpha Wing, eh? I trust that the quality of your escort will be up to its usual standards.
Hey, we've hauled your asses out of some serious fire more than once, Meridian.
Uh-oh, looks like we've got trouble here. I'm reading a wing of hostile Perseus fighters closing fast.
Engage the enemy fighters, but stick close to the convoy. This may just be a ploy to lure you away, Alpha.
Of course. But, but maybe they caught on to our tricks by now. Maybe they're attempting something more devious. Like, maybe suicide bombers. Well, they took one hit.
Looks like
Greenwing,
we're just a scouting party.
My goodness.
I don't like the sound of that. If you're right, we can expect more pirates pretty soon.
Well, anyways, I'm running Linux. This is Kubuntu 20E404.
Let's just hope we're all wrong.
I'm running Linux. This is Kubuntu 2404. So, you may want to consider switching to Linux now that Windows 10 support has ended and Windows 11 is an absolute dumpster fire.
We'll try to provide covering fire.
We copy, Meridian. It looks like they're going for the Einstein.
Don't let those bombers get to the Einstein, Alpha. That vessel is carrying important cargo.
You know, there's a reason why he picked the Hercules Mark II. It's like they're carrying trebuchet missiles.
Oh, the pirates attacked the future containment of all of the research mods on board. We're losing integrity. The Einstein doesn't have a chance of surviving, but hopefully we will. We're launching escape pods now.
Cover them, Alpha. Don't let the pirates kill those civilians.
Man, it's hard for me to wait until I have a missile lock on the enemy fighters. Which ones do I go after, black or gold? Looks like the game froze for a second. Yeah. Better take out those bombs before. Would it be a good idea to do this? Wonder. Like it actually is a pretty good idea to do that. Oh, They're 1,500 meters out. The only weapon I have that can reach that far is my Prometheus. No. My claws. Well, at least I'm not taking... Good grief. They have the hurt twos. That one. They're carrying morning stars. Oh man. Phase 2 has this thing where you have to wait a certain amount of time before your missiles will, before the enemy torpedoes will be, before you can hit the enemy torpedoes with your guns. That's annoying, I'm sure, but shouldn't be, I mean, it shouldn't be stopping. It should be, maybe a few of those will hit. Just wishful thinking, I know, but and glad my shields and armor are holding up. Support obstructed. Dear. I'm doing well with this combat. It's all too often that I get destroyed by bomb shock waves. And I don't think I can afford to wait for the support ship. Good heavens. Well.
Alpha, we have the scientist. Good work.
Just wanted to mute that in case the copyright system muted it. Oh, sorry if I missed your message. You would think that the GTVA would learn that the large ship are just large targets. They could instead jump in empty frames that look like they're frigates, cruisers, and destroyers to draw out the enemy fighters' bombs, and then jump in the actual heavies when all the enemy have been neutralized. Oh. Welcome, Go Check One. Welcome. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know. Sounds like a good strategy on the surface, but I don't really know how well that would actually work out. I mean, you can't... I mean, these are high-tech targeting systems, so And you can target the turrets on each individual ship. I'm glad I got that guy. Goodness. Knowing I'm playing a fan-made campaign. Yes, this is Derelict. This is the Derelict campaign. You know. Also, the Derelict campaign doesn't come with a Zoom script, but I figured out how to use the mod development features in Knossos, and I did that with the Zoom script that's available on the Free Space Wiki. Come on. Okay.
Long-range scanners read no more hostiles, and the remaining convoy craft are within our patrol path. We'll take over here. You may return to base.
Oh man, time to go back. You can never get nostrils to work properly in your system. Just a moment. Simply show Free Space 2 and 2 or 3 other campaigns, and that was it. You were never able to get dozens of the other fan-made. Well, there's a new version of Knossos, what it's called, Knossos.net. And, well, right now there's the Legacy Knossos, and there's the Knossos.net. And you want to use Knossos.net, and when you're in the main view of Knossos.net, there is a tab at the top called Explore, and that's what you can do to... That's what you can click on in order to find all the fan-made campaigns and the media VPs and stuff like that.
The Pirates does a hefty blowout there today. You can console yourself with the fact that, due to the sheer number of enemy bombers, there was nothing you could have done to save those vessels from them. At least some of the crew and research prototypes on board the Einstein were saved, thanks to the efforts of your wing. Dr. Hadamard, leader of the Einstein's research crew, thanks to you for saving his and his colleagues' lives. The intent of the Pirates remains a mystery. The TRGS Meridian and TRGF Holian will have virtually untouched by the Pirates. We still don't know what this means. However, as a result of this attack, man has decided to stamp down GTVA authority on these pirates. Without the science vessels, their crews, and their research, it seems that we will fall seriously behind in our research into the Nyarlathotep. Hopefully, Morgan Technologies is still interested in offering assistance to us. They seem to be the only hope of getting the project back on track.
Maybe Tupperware Rally is the company that had hired the mercenaries and the pirate. It's to attack the GTVA jets and the Morgan Technologies ships by extension. Anyways, I'm gonna quickly show you something in Knossos. Okay, so yeah, switch the game window to Knossos.net. Here. There we go. So, on the side you will see tasks, play, explore, or engine, whatever, in order to find all the fan-made campaign stuff, click on Explore, and then you'll get at all this stuff. You want free for the media VPs. You want free space upgrade. I believe that's available on Nossos. If you search for free space upgrade in here. But look at all this stuff. All the... So anyways, that was how you get fan-made campaigns on Nossos. Anyway, back to the Derelict campaign in Free Space 2.
Alright, pilots. Intel has just discovered a pirate ammunition supply depot near a small moon of Tau Sigma 7. The supplies are considerable, with some 42 fighters, 6 bombers, and the supplies to keep them a pain in our side for some time to come. Intel has been using long-range scans to determine the composition and guarding patterns of the depot. We have reason to believe that the pirates and whatever political forces that guide them are set to move to a more secure location within the next 24 hours. With the arrival of the Nyarlathotep at Tau Sigma Station, it is imperative that we secure the region. This ammunition supply depot has been designated a primary target. Unfortunately, we cannot wait for the additional GTVA forces that are en route to the system. With this in mind, we are assembling a strike mission. Time is of the essence. We have a small window of opportunity, as the primary forces guarding the depot are now at their weakest. Even then, it will not be easy. The depot is still guarded by a wing of Hercules-class fighters, designated White Wing. Additionally, the supplies are guarded by no less than 20 sentry guns. The fighters are a credible threat, but the sentry guns are lethal. We will not have enough time to individually destroy each sentry gun to clear a path for our bombers. The sentry guns are controlled and monitored by a crew aboard the Vigilant, a medical cruiser carrying more than 3,000 civilians. Regardless of their political or criminal leanings, destroying the Vigilant is not an acceptable option. However, by destroying the radar dish on the Vigilant, we will temporarily knock out control of the sentry guns.
You're gonna guess I should target freighters to stop them from stealing cargo. I don't think this is that kind of mission. Looks like we have to go in and destroy a cargo depot.
Alpha Wing, your task is threefold. First, eliminate the fighter cover. Second, destroy the radar dish aboard the Vigilant. And third, destroy as much of the ammunition supply depot as possible.
Right.
Destroying the radar dish will only give you a brief window of time when the sentry guns will not work. They will switch to automatic 60 to 80 seconds after they stop receiving communications from the Vigilant. You will need to place your shots carefully. A well-placed Cyclops bomb will be the most effective means to destroy the depot. Remember, time is of the essence. We estimate that reinforcements are due to arrive in under 10 minutes after you jump in. Hit them as hard as you can, and then get out. The Vigilant must survive the attack. Remember, we are soldiers, not butchers. We must do our best to protect civilian life, even if they fight against us. Report to the flight deck, pilots.
I have access to the max, and this job would be a breeze. Let's see. I have the Prometheus. Prometheus, this is not bad. That Prometheus nest can go up to 1,500 meters. That's long range enough. That's pretty long for range. That's same as the anti-fighter beams. You can use the Tempests. I like the Tempests. Oh, 8,000 meters. No, it has a range of 3,000 meters. Right.
Okay, Alpha. Let's do this one by the numbers. We haven't got much time.
Roger that, Command. Droppers and target practice.
Cut the radio traffic, Alpha 2. Lure White Wing out from the cover of the sentry guns and take them down.
Right. Well, it's not. Well, it's time. Build those model thrusters well. I remember for a long time the community thought that the model thrusters were ugly, but now, well, it looks like the model thrusters are trendy again.
The Vigilance radar dish has been destroyed. You now have approximately 1 minute before their automatic systems come online. Destroy as much of the depot as you can.
The Vigilance firing at us. Permission to take down the weapons. Oh, shockwave anybody. We should sell tickets to this.
Negative, Alpha 2. The Vigilant is too fragile a target to risk disarming it. Concentrate on the supplies.
Man, that's not going to be easy. Man. Oh. Bloody. Oh, bloody.
There's a few more cargo containers left, Alpha.
Oh, I botched that up so hard.
Down 3/4 of the fighters. You're almost...
Okay, you seen that? When I link the maximum with another gun, I get the range of about 3,000 to 3,500. Uncoupled maximum is incredible range, making it ideal to attack unshielded targets. Well, oh, no. Half of that is correct.
Try to destroy the last of the ammo depot and get out of there.
The maximum is a range of 3,000 meters. Yeah, and I mean the maximum of itself, in and of itself, has a range of 3,000 meters. It doesn't...
That's it for the fighters. Excellent work. Okay, Alpha. All the cargo containers have been destroyed. Great job, Alpha. You destroyed all the fighters and containers. Return to base.
Great. Get out of here before we get too many, or I take too many more
The
hits.
important thing in any strike mission is surviving. The odds are often overwhelming, and the necessity for speed overshadows the need for accuracy. It is a tribute to one's skill when one is both fast and accurate. Good work in at least making it back. Good job in making sure the Vigilance stayed alive. It was all the more difficult given that she was firing on you while you were making your bombing runs. In taking out the Vigilance radar dish, you had a little under 80 seconds to do as much damage as you could. White Wing put up enough of a fight, but you were able to dispatch them effectively enough. Bombers are not the easiest craft to dogfight with, but then again, our options were limited. Congratulations on destroying all the cargo containers. They held parts and supplies for the fighters in the depot. Excellent job in destroying all the fighters in the depot. In one swift move, you have saved many lives and have stalled the operations of pirates in the area. Dismissed.
Okay. I have the closed captioning window. I have the... Well, there's a window for my I have the closed captioning dashboard open in another
Following
window.
update on the supply depot,
Google
the
Chrome.
time has now come to begin bringing down the pirate syndicates in Tau Sigma. Our latest sensor scans have revealed the location of a small pirate repair and resupply depot, situated 200,000 clicks away from Tau Sigma 8. The depot consists of cargo containers and one refueling vessel. A Hippocrates-class vessel, the Socrates, carrying thousands of civilians, is also in the area undergoing repairs. The depot is poorly defended by only one wing of fighters. This is the perfect target for a large-scale arrest. The GTC Lone Wolf was...
Let's see what I have available here. Hercules, Perseus, Myrmidon. That's good. That's good enough. That's decent. That loadout is decent, but it could use with some tornado missiles. Like,
The GTC Lone Wolf will enter the area and place the civilians under arrest. The Lone Wolf will be assisted by Alpha Wing. The civilians are not to be harmed. If they refuse to cooperate, Command will transmit further orders. It's likely only a few warning shots will be required to pacify them.
now I'm thinking of taking the Akaton SPGs if I can. Oh, I have Maxims. Oh, I can use Maxims on this mission. Not sure what the best weapon to use in combination with the Maxim is. Maybe the Sabak. But I only get 2 Maxims, so
The GTT Arbiter will arrive shortly after
I dare say
to take the pirate lead.
I like to use the Maxim to take out turrets and subsystems. It's way better than the Akaton SPG in that regard. Maxim is pure hull damage. Well, 173 hull, 133 subsystem, and with 3600 range, should have it matched with a shield damaging weapon. Well, this one is good. This one does decent damage to shields. And Sabak HL7 also has better rate of fire.
The GTT Arbiter will arrive shortly after Alpha and the Lone Wolf to take the pirate leaders into custody. The other pirate ships will accompany the Arbiter to Tau Sigma Station, where they will be impounded. Alpha Wing will escort the Arbiter and the pirate vessels, ensuring that no vessel is destroyed. We don't want the pirates pulling anything tricky on us. However, remember that the objective of this mission is to maintain the peace, not to spark off another combat. Avoid combat with any enemy assets as much as possible.
Gosh.
Whoa, I almost collided with that cargo debris just then.
Whoa, what happened?
There's no debris.
There's nothing here.
Well, look at all that stuff. Dan, can you confirm we're at the right coordinates?
That's a Raj, Alpha. The coordinates are correct.
Then where's the pirate supply outpost?
I think it would be safe to say that this is the resupply depot.
But there ain't much more than dust out here. What the hell could have done this?
Jeez, there won't be much for the Arbiter to pick up here, unless they use a sieve.
Cut that out, Alpha 2. Have some respect for the dead.
Sorry.
Oh man. Well, someone obviously did this. Oh man. Even maybe, I don't know. Maybe pirates from mercenaries. They are very devious and crafty.
Looks like we're about to get some odds. Running 4 pirate hacks, coming in. They're not engaging us.
What the hell is going on here?
Rebel Wing, this is the GTVA. We're here to take you into custody.
Liars. Like hell you are. You just came here to destroy our supply base.
I am picking up wreckage from the Socrates.
All pilots, engage and destroy them now.
Pirates have gone hostile, Alpha. They're on an attack vector.
We didn't destroy your base, goddammit. Listen to us. More lives will save you now, GTVA scum.
That really sucks. It'd be funny if I found out a Chaos Warbay destroyed the supply depot. Oh my goodness.
Arbiter here. What's going on, Alpha? We were told we had to pick up repairs.
I'm afraid your mission is... Afraid your mission is moribund, Arbiter.
Here, I'm plotting an exit point, but it'll take a while for the engines to charge up again.
Okay, Arbiter. Have you covered? Still there.
I just gotta defend these guys. Lone Wolf and Arbiter. Oh man. What's here? GTF Loki. Oh goodness, they're getting close to Arbiter. No. Stand much of a chance. And it is hard for me to wait for the missiles to lock on when they're firing, and they're just spamming hornets at the transports that I'm supposed to defend. Well, in this situation, the Arbiter is much more vulnerable than Lone Wolf. Figure out. Oh my god, again. I can't get them away from the Arbiter. This is not good.
We're almost there, Alpha. Just keep them off us a bit longer.
On. It is such a shame how much damage the Arbiter took. For shame. Good grief. If I don't kill them now, they're just gonna spam their hornets. Oh, heavens.
We're engaging subspace drives now. Thanks, Alpha.
Good. Good to see the Arbiter made it out alive, but we are another target to worry about, and that is GT3 Lone Wolf. And my wingman.
Alpha Wing, we're picking up a swarm of pirate fighters. They're attacking us.
You killed my brother, you bastard!
Those fighters are ramming the Lone Wolf. Alpha, stop them now.
And yeah, there's suicide bombing in the Lone Wolf. And
It's hot enough for us already here, pilots. See you back at Tau Sigma Station.
I'm glad to see that Lone Wolf got out.
All friendly ships are accounted for. Return to base.
We have no reasonable explanation for the complete destruction of the pirate supply outpost and the Socrates. It would seem that rivalries between various pirate factions are becoming more heated and bloody. However, most pirates would have taken the defenseless vessels at the outpost, not destroyed them. We may be seeing the work of a dangerous and violent pirate group. The GTT Arbiter made it out safely, despite the efforts of the pirates to seek revenge for the crime they thought we had committed. Good work with the defense, Alpha. The pirates fought with a ferocity that we had not anticipated, and we very nearly paid the Lone Wolf and her crew. Good work intercepting the kamikaze pirate fighters, Alpha Wing. Without your help, the Lone Wolf would surely have been destroyed by sheer weight of numbers alone. Hopefully, this will be the last instance of civilian bloodshed on such a large scale. We estimate that 2,500 lost their lives today.
Still, a real shame that we couldn't save them.
Sorry to wake you all so early.
Horizon.
We have a situation developing. At 0514 hours, we received a distress signal originating from the Tau Sigma solar asteroid belt. The senders identified themselves as the crew of the Event Horizon, a mercenary base in Tau Sigma. They reported that they were sustaining damage and required immediate assistance.
Well, this mission is called Descent. That's the game that came before, or Freeze Phase, made by Parallax Software and Interplay. So we all get Prometheus and Maxons on this mission. Nice. Some of Trebuchet is on this mission too. Not many, but we have them. We may need them.
We have no record of an installation existing at the coordinates specified, but we're not likely to, given the less than savory reputation these mercenaries have. Nevertheless, we must treat this as any distress call and respond. Alpha and Beta Wings will investigate the area. From what we have been told, the Event Horizon is under attack from a well-armed force. This is supported by partial sensor data we have obtained. If the installation is indeed under attack, assist in repelling them and defend the base. We have also received orders from GTVI within the last 10 minutes. It seems that the crew of the Event Horizon have highly important information and must be rescued. The GTT Swiftsure will be sent to retrieve the crew once the area is secure. Its safety will be your responsibility. The Cypher is also en route and will assist you with defense once it arrives. Finally, beware of the enemy craft attacking the installation. The distress message stresses that the attackers are not normal pirates. Don't underestimate them, Alpha. Our sensor scans were interrupted at the same time as the distress call was cut, so we believe these hostile forces are blocking transmissions. We have 5 minutes to customize your loadout. We can't spare any more.
Event Horizon, this is the GTBA. Alpha and Beta Wings are here to provide assistance.
Thank God you're here. We weren't sure our signal got out.
I'm notifying command of the situation here.
I wouldn't bother. That AWACS vessel has our long-range communication channels jammed and is interfering with our short-range signals too.
He's right. We can't raise the signal. Looks like we'll have to do this on our
Man.
own.
Good grief.
Where the hell have you been with this kind of hardware? These aren't normal pirates, right?
Oh, you're right. They're not pirates. It's all MT hardware.
MT. As in, Logan Technologies.
Yeah. Take a look at that AWACS if you don't believe me.
Oh, man. Well... What? Why can't I scan this thing? Right. By the way, I really wonder how the developers knew how to calculate the scan range.
God damn it, those Logan bastards are screwing us over all along.
We need communications back online. Destroy the global Alpha.
Well, I don't have to be close to it to do that. Wait, what are those stiletto 2s? Man. And I really don't like when they spam stiletto 2s, and it makes it really difficult for me to actually target any Cyclops or Helios bombs. Because the bomb targeting control keeps them from prioritizing the stiletto 2s. Right then. Goodbye, Phobos.
Reestablishing a long-range link.
What's going on out there, pilots? We haven't been able to reach you. Communications are lost to concerned. We've kind of had a handful with the MT flights to do. Organ technology? Yep, that's right. They're behind all this. Alpha, it is imperative that the Event Horizon's crew are evacuated with this information. The Swiftsure will be sent in the moment the area is clear.
We are assembling the Duck Bay now, Command.
Trailer. The cargo containers. Can still see that this base is still using the old Free Space 2 retail model. There, I do believe someone I've seen a work in progress upgraded model for this asteroid base, but it's obviously far from ready. Even it's obviously still far from ready. Oh.
Alpha, Lay Wing has targeted the Swiftsure. Try to get them to break off their attacks before you destroy them.
Man. I hope you can do this. I've had a lot of trouble while defending the transports before. Right. that's for sure. Or is still in very good shape.
We've got incoming
I hope it stays that way.
and destroy them. Shoot down the bomb. You have to.
Now the trebuchet's locked and loaded. Now you notice the maximum does not reach 8,000 meters. Yeah. Should be using my Prometheus S2. Is it? Can I be calling a support ship? I don't know. I don't even know what they're going after. The Event Horizon. Mercenary base. They're carrying Maxims too. Oh. Splash those bombers! Running very low on missiles right now, fortunately. I meant to fire, or just one of them. The other missile I fired lost its target. It almost put Cyclops torpedoes or Helios torpedoes on this Hercules.
So, how'd you end up on the receiving end of all this Morgan stuff?
Yeah, you must really have pissed him off.
We were employed by them to discredit the GTVA, but they started asking us to attack civilian targets. We refused and threatened to go to the GTVA about it.
So they did this to you, huh? Real nice of them. I knew those Morgan creeps were up to something. Hey, look. They've got a holographic projector to disguise their docking ring. I've not seen one of those out on the fringe before.
We have docked with the Event Horizon. It's going to take a minute or so to get everyone on board.
Interesting.
Roger for sure. We've got your backs.
Iola's cruiser incoming. Keep your distance, Alpha. Cypher will be here momentarily to deal with it.
Fiestas. I have the Maxims. This is...
Bombers have arrived. Destroy the pilot.
I have the Maxims. As long as I stay out of beam range. As long as I stay out of their flak and beam range, I should do well. I should survive this.
Cypher. We're now on station and moving to intercept the Hephaestus.
We are all done.
Those tend to be glass cannons.
The crew are all on board, and we are undocking now.
Make sure that the Swiftshire's cargo makes it out alive, Alpha.
Yeah. Even those bombers are carrying that. And the anti-fire beams are... I really don't like how the anti-fire beams cannot be avoided. Like I've never been able to avoid the anti-fire beams in all my years of playing this game. No matter how frantically I turn my ship, I just can't seem to avoid the anti-fighter beams. Port obstructed. Well, I'm gonna try, but all anti-fire beams are light speed weapons unless I have reflexes of the flash. I would get hit. Oh no, I need to step up my game. Really need to take these bombers down. I don't think the space matters as much. By the way, Blue Planet at War in Heaven made the Maxim into a ammunition weapon, a weapon with limited ammunition. Goodness, whoever did these upgraded models, they really did a fantastic job on the upgraded models. You can see you can really see the thrusters of this Iceni. You can see how it lights up the rest of the ship.
We have no record of such a vessel in our logs. It must belong to Morgan.
Look at that. What the hell is that thing?
Command, we're unable to fire our beam cannons at the MTD Auriga.
Don't let those fighters get to us, pilots.
We can't stand up to this kind of punishment. We're bugging out, Command.
Of course. You know what I'm gonna do? Get out of range. I'm gonna get out of range and just harass them with my Maxims. Wow, that beam turret is really hard to hit.
Luxure has the mercenaries safely away. There's nothing left for us here. Let's go, pilots. Return to base.
Well, I prevented the Auriga from destroying Event Horizon.
Excellent work, pilots. The crew of the Event Horizon has given us valuable and deeply troubling information that would never have made it into our hands without your skillful piloting. It is clear that the events which occurred during this mission will change the future of the Tau Sigma system irrevocably. With the revelation by the mercenary forces that Morgan Technologies has been employing them to disrupt and weaken GTVA control in this region in order to increase their own influence, there is only one possible course of action. We have already sent encoded messages to GTVI and the GTVA Security Council in Delta Serpentis. While the Security Council cannot be expected to respond immediately, the GTVI has already authorized the freezing of all MT assets and impoundment of Morgan vessels operating on the Nyarlathotep. All Morgan employees will be removed from the Nyarlathotep, and the Morgan officials will be taken into custody. Unfortunately, Morgan's influence extends beyond mere political subversion. It appears that Morgan Technologies has gathered and supplied a large military force with the most high-tech vessels and weapons in modern-day GTVA fleets. At the head of the MT Armed Force is the MTD Auriga, a heavily modified Orion-class destroyer. You saw what it did out there, pilots. The Auriga poses a grave threat to the security of the region. Its full capabilities remain unknown, but it is clearly very powerful. Scouting sorties to ascertain the vessel's capabilities will be launched as soon as it is located. Go catch a few hours of sleep, pilots. We'll need you all later. We will begin the impoundment of Morgan assets at 0900 hours.
Right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The Lucifer. By the way, was the MTD Origa using the Colossus's beams? They may have been using the Colossus's beams. You know, the beam weapons that are usually mounted on the Colossus. The most merciful thing in the world, I think, is the inability of the human mind to correlate all its contents. We live on a placid island of ignorance in the midst of black seas of infinity. That's not foreshadowing at all. And it was not meant that we should voyage far. The sciences, each straining in its own direction, have hitherto harmed us little, but someday the piecing together of dissociated knowledge will open up much terrifying vistas of reality, and of our frightful position therein, that we shall either go mad from the revelation or flee from the deadly light into the peace and safety of a new dark age. H.P. Lovecraft, The Call of Cthulhu.
Home. I want to go home. It's funny. I've been working on projects like this for almost all of my life. I've been searching for the secrets of the universe for as long as I can remember. And now, all I want to do is go home. The Nyarlathotep is an archaeologist's dream. A derelict Shivan superdestroyer found adrift in subspace. Not since the discovery of the ruins of the ancients have we come across something so horribly beautiful. It is a work of art. Its lines and curves aesthetically pleasing in their own dark way. Some of these structures look like they have been grown, not built. We have had to make special adaptations just to get our people around these oddly shaped corridors. Who could imagine that the Shivans had culture? There's a sense of pride in what I see is around me, and yet I am repulsed to know that vessels like this destroy entire civilizations. Perhaps it was this very ship that eradicated the ancients thousands of years ago. To be surrounded by something this significant, the passion of my calling. But why do I have this overriding urge to go home? The recent business with Morgan Technologies has me concerned. Our research is supposed to be for the benefit of the Terran and Vasudan races. Now I find out that MT has been using their influence to gain political control of the region. They even killed some of my colleagues to get their people on board the Nyarlathotep. Maybe that's why I want to go home. Even with the MT employees now in custody, I don't trust the people I am working with. And I never feel like I'm alone. Personal log, Dr. Jacob Hadamard.
Oh man, he's the leader of the research team. By the way, I'm only streaming on Saturdays now because I have to review all my VODs. I want to review all my VODs before for clip material, and that takes a lot of time, and I found that doing 3 streams a week was a bit too much for me.
With the revelation that executives from Morgan Technologies have been sponsoring pirate activities in Tau Sigma Altair, GTVA Command has ordered any MT personnel to be removed from the current research project aboard the SD Nyarlathotep.
And
the MTSC Impresari is already en route to the jump node out of the system, escorted by Beta Wing. Alpha, your task is to escort the MTT Irving to the jump node. Given the Union backlash that we have witnessed in the recent riots and the recent attempt to silence mercenary groups, MT personnel may well be a target for vengeful pirates. Like it or not, Alpha, you have to make sure they make it safely out of the system. Once the MTT Irving finishes loading the remaining scientists, she will disembark from the docking station holding the SD Nyarlathotep. They have reported some delays in locating some of their personnel, but should be ready to pull away by the time your wing rendezvous with them. You will then escort the Irving to the Altair jump node. being wary of any pirates or other forces wishing to harm the MT scientists. May not like this assignment, pilot. Their safety is our concern to ensure that the guilty may be appropriately convicted. Remember, there are many within the MT payroll who are not privy to their activities in recent months.
Boy. So we get Myrmidon. Do we get Maxims? Yes. I'm gonna guess the Lucifer ship is about to go boom! They're gonna...
Alpha to Irving. We're all set. You ready to leave yet?
All too ready, Alpha. I don't care what the execs have been doing. We just want off this damn thing. Only thing is, we have one that hasn't reported in.
Can you tell them to hurry it up, Irving? We're on a schedule here. The Brazzara is already the jump node.
I think the Lucifer is gonna fire up.
We're really ready to close the airlock. There's no sign of Darwin's team. We can't raise them. Permission to get the hell out of here?
Granted, Irving. We're considering your friends officially AWOL, and we'll detain them when we find them.
Yeah.
They're all yours, Command. We're getting the hell out of here.
You know, I think that missing research team is already foreshadowing the... It's already foreshadowing that they're dead and, you know, they're not coming back. That means Lucifer ship, a Nyarlathotep, it's getting ready for battle.
Clear the docking ring. Escort the Irving to the jump node.
Command, this is Beta Wing. The Impresario has departed, returning to Tau Sigma Station.
Acknowledged, Command. Moving into escort formation.
Right. Tornado and Tempest missiles, not bad. Everyone protect Irving. You know, with regards to that docking ring, I've heard stories of people playing the multiplayer co-op missions of Free Space 2 and getting killed by jumping docking rings. You can actually search for that on Hardlight Productions forums. Jumping Ganymede. That's what you want to search for.
Survey. The Irving is on her way out of the system. Any sign of Darwin's team?
None yet, Command. We've got security details scouring the place, but this place is a maze of tunnels. Even after several weeks, we only have a handful of the passages explored. They could be anywhere.
Keep looking. We need Darwin's team in custody.
Acknowledged, Command. Survey out.
Man, they're gonna kill the Marines on board the Nyarlathotep as well. You saw what happened in the Free Space 1 cutscene where they tried to infiltrate a Shivan freighter. You saw how the Shivans were absolutely obliterated the Marines.
Survey, this is Search Team Omega. We've located Darwin's equipment, but there's no sign of the team.
Acknowledged, Omega. They may have left some kind of present behind. Given the MT's record, I wouldn't be surprised. Be careful.
Yeah, be careful, alright.
I think I see something. It's a...
Omega, what is it? What do you see?
Evens.
Omega, come in, Omega team.
Even seem to have evolved to move in zero gravity. Yes.
Command, We've lost contact with Omega Team. I think that MT group has sabotaged us.
Acknowledge the survey. Have your other teams report in, and get someone down there to check on Omega.
Roger that, Command. Survey out.
Anything. Want to make things easy for us and tell us what you're up to?
You've got us, Alpha. Darwin's team was just a bunch of overzealous explorers. All of the corporate spy types were on board Team Asari.
And you know this because...
One, because the MT execs are keeping a tight lid on this. And two, there are a few of us who actually enjoy research, you know? I suppose it's too much to expect from a military goon.
Hey.
Sheesh.
Command, we've got a problem. We've lost contact with another one of our teams. Seems that there are some electromagnetic bursts in the lower hull that are disrupting our internal communications. Trying to fix it now.
Acknowledge, survey. Take care down there.
Damn. Command, we've lost visual. Seems whatever's happening is system-wide.
Oh dear.
What the hell was that?
Stevens have woke up.
Oh god. Oh no. No. Ah!
Survey, what's going on? Survey? Alpha, we've lost all contact with interlab. Alpha, we're picking up a subspace point forming...
Oh, shit. Command, are you getting this? We've got a Shivan corvette jumping in close to the docking rings.
Confirmed, Alpha. Looks like she's trying to cut the Nyarlathotep loose. She's also launching fighters and bombers. Let the Irving go and engage those fighters.
No offense, Command, but we can't handle this ourselves. Where the hell did they come from anyway?
Understood, Alpha. Already called in support. The GVCV bots should be arriving shortly, and the Cypher is on her way. Keep those fighters away from the research craft.
Great. Yeah, one thing I need to work on, though, is my tunnel vision. I need to remember that from trying to apprehend Bosch. Yeah, I know. And I'm not sure I can save Penamon now. How would I?
I'm picking up a power supply. Nyarlathotep. It's gone hostile. Get out of there.
Dang.
Down. Nyarlathotep's cutting himself out of the docking ring.
Acknowledge, Alpha. Your objectives are still the same. Occupy the fighter until the Cypher gets here. She's adjusting her incoming vector.
And there's no way I'm gonna be able to protect all these guys. And PRG Psi Plateau. Where is this plateau? Forest Torvi. I think that one's attacking the docking ring. Anyways, so they're safe, they're good, but they're not on my escort list for whatever reason. Damn.
All fighters, docking ring Alpha has lost all integrity. Get away from her now before you find the explosion.
Good. I am sufficiently distant from the docking ring that I don't get caught in the blast. That reminds me of that mission where we into the lion's den, where you had to take out the Shivan devices. Those were effectively Shivan Neutron bombs, I think. Even though, well, they're called COM nodes in the editor and the game files, I think they're more, or even Neutron bombs. Wait, who's over there? Harry, you fix. Meridian, Psi, Toe. Oh dear.
This is the GTFF Hyper, now on station. Engaging hostile craft.
That's clear. Acknowledge this main gun, Cypher.
Acknowledge. We're trying to take down her letter of beam turret.
Goodness. Cypher is a real powerhouse. Again, it is based on the Iceni.
has left the area. We bash and drive her off.
He gone. It's like I got hit by an anti-fighter beam, but somehow we took no damage from it. Impossible. Really. So, Penamund, Meridian, Psi, they're all safe, it looks like. Wait, where is Cypher? And I'm almost got a missile. I gotta make these count. Yeah. Oh dear, I gotta make these count. By the way, I've been doing a bit of retro treasure hunting in my basement recently. Yeah, back in July I found my Gravis gamepad and my Logitech Wingman Extreme Digital 3D. I was able to use my Logitech Wingman Extreme Digital 3D because it can be used over USB, but my Gravis gamepad I don't know whether my Gravis gamepad works or not. Because I haven't been able to use it. But I have found a computer with a game port, so hopefully it'll work with that computer, and then I can sell it to the guy who's interested in buying it. There is someone online who I found who's interested in buying my Gravis gamepad. Yeah, in addition to a ball mouse, a mouse with a ball in it, you know, although... Goodness. I'm glad that all the ships were saved. Do I have to land off? Do I have to fly all the way to Towson Station? Well, it's not too much of a hassle, so...
Debriefing. Security level Rho. The entire GTVA military has gone to general quarters in light of the Nyarlathotep's unexpected escape. We are scrambling as many units as can be spared to move into Tau Sigma as quickly as possible. As
Too bad I couldn't take out that cruiser.
Is cancelled.
I didn't have the weapons to do that.
We are entirely sure what happened. Any crew that were on board the Shivan super destroyer when the SCV Sathagwa arrived are officially listed as missing and presumed dead. This also includes the Morgan Technologies team that did not report in. From what little we can gather from the report of the scientists, the Nyarlathotep is a partially organic ship. It seems to be self-aware, as it responded to the threat of the pirate cruiser Nero several weeks ago. However, in addition to that, it seems that there were many Shivans hidden aboard in some sort of stasis field. Darwin's team must have discovered the Nyarlathotep's secret, triggering the entire ship to wake up. What is more, we still have the MTD Auriga to deal with in the area. All Capellan refugees are being redirected to stay in Altair until this matter is resolved. Everyone is now on full alert. Be prepared for battle, pilot. We're going to need everybody's skills at their sharpest.
Oh boy. Yeah, I figured that would happen.
It has been 6 days since the SD Nyarlathotep sprang to life and carved its way out of its holding docks at Tau Sigma Station. Even with full patrol scouring Tau Sigma, there is no sign of the superdestroyer or the SCV Sathagwa, the corvette that assisted its escape. Even with the many navigation and scanning beacons added to the system in recent weeks, finding an object 3,000 meters long in a star system many millions of kilometers across is nearly an impossible task. It is difficult to stress the severity of the situation. The Nyarlathotep is a Shivan Lucifer-class destroyer, the same type of vessel that rendered the surface of the Suda Prime uninhabitable almost 40 years ago. While considerably smaller than the Sathanis-class juggernauts, the Nyarlathotep wields only slightly less firepower. In battle simulations from the information we gathered, we now know that the much larger GTVA Colossus would only have had a 22% chance of surviving an encounter with this vessel. While the point is now moot, the reason for our full alert status is anything but.
By the way, do you want to see any specific Free Space fan campaigns after I beat Derelict? I'm thinking of Blue Planet, Age of Aquarius, War in Heaven. You know.
The GTD Valhalla is moving to Tau Sigma to take command and coordinate the search for the Nyarlathotep and Sathagwa. In the meantime, we are attempting to evacuate any civilian personnel from the system. This is inclusive of any of the pirate groups that have been causing us problems over the past several months. If they ask for assistance, we are under orders to help them. However, they may not be as willing to believe that as you are. There is also the other variable. The Morgan Technologies destroyer Auriga is also a credible threat in the system, and at present, we do not know if she will be willing to cooperate in our efforts against this new Shivan problem. This is a complex fight, pilot. We will be carrying out the evacuation operations while also searching for the Shivans. Get ready, pilots. We're going to need all of your skills on this one.
Great.
Alright, Alpha.
Acceptable
listen up.
losses.
We have a potentially explosive situation developing near Tau Sigma 3.
Oh no.
A small band of pirates hijacked a civilian transport the CPV Atlantica, as it briefly emerged from subspace near Tau Sigma 3 due to the planet's gravitational interference on subspace motivators. The pirates demanded asylum with the GTVA from the Shivans and from the Morgan forces active in the area. Negotiations with the pirates have failed, and now Command has requested that the best fighter wing on the station be sent to sort out this mess.
And
That's where you come in, Alpha.
who do I point my triggers
The
at?
situation must be resolved as quickly as possible with the...
Remember the name of it, but there's an old fan-made campaign where you were fighting with Earth forces. Had a unique ship that was extremely tough, and they had a horrible stiletto variant. It was a combo stiletto and cluster bomb. Well, the oldest fan-made campaign involving fighting Earth forces that I remember is Inferno. There's also another campaign called...
The situation
I can't
must be resolved
remember
as
the
quickly as
name,
possible,
but
with the minimum of civilian
I
casualties.
think I remember one of the ships from it. It was called Ryujin, and one of the Earth fighters were carry beams.
The situation must be resolved as quickly as possible with the minimum of civilian casualties. However, due to the fact that the pirates have made no hostile actions beyond stopping the Atlantica, and the possibility of help from the pirate groups in Tau Sigma in combating the Shivans, Command has requested that the pirates be disabled, not destroyed. Your fighters have been equipped with Akaton SDGs to make this possible. In the event that
Yeah, I also remember the fan campaign Inferno Alliance, but that was the campaign where you have to do some IRL things. Good luck and have fun. To you too, Project One.
In the event that further pirate reinforcements arrive, you will be notified as to how to deal with them. If in doubt, apply only necessary force. Finally, a word of warning. The gravitational pull of the planet will pull any vessel in close proximity to the planet out of subspace. This includes Shivan, Morgan, and pirate ships, as well as friendly vessels. The Atlantica will also have to put some distance between itself and the planet before jumping back to Tau Sigma Station. You will be required to protect the Atlantica as she prepares to jump. Watcher is a vulnerable vessel and is carrying approximately 1,000 civilians.
Goldwing, this is your final warning. Release the Atlantica and be on your way.
Great.
This ship isn't going anywhere till we get what we want from the GTVA.
That is what?
As you wish. Alpha Wing, engage Goldwing now.
What are they doing here? Benedict.
Necessary force only. We don't want to destroy these pirates.
You mean you don't want to destroy these pirates?
Oh, I can't use missiles for this. Get the engines go. Match speed with them. That would be a good idea.
One pirate is not going anywhere.
Great. Speed is all. They're matching speed with them. Targeted the engines. Now.
Command, another movement pirate just jumped in. What are your orders?
Alpha Wing, you are authorized to destroy Green Wing if required. They are acceptable losses in this situation.
I don't like the sound of that. I wonder whether we're acceptable losses, too.
Well, it looks like you're making a bombing run in Atlantica. You cannot have that. No thank you. I will not let you destroy. I will not let you hurt innocent civilians. Not on my watch. Since you're acceptable losses, well, shame on you. You're gonna die by my fire. That's what the planet looks like. By the way, that is a recolored version of Mars. That is just Mars colored green with the city on the surface.
I suppose that the Shevens are pulled out of subspace by the planet turf.
This is the GTFR Benedict to any friendly vessel. We are under attack by the Shevens. Please, help us, anyone.
Command, should we respond to the Benedict?
Negative, Alpha 4. The Atlantica is a more pressing concern.
Maybe it's a bonus objective. Maybe there is no saving the Benedict. Okay, screw that. There is no saving the Benedict. Violating.
The Shevens have destroyed the Benedict.
Well, who is going to apprehend these? Who is going to apprehend Goldwing?
Alpha Wing, we are detecting human wings inbound.
Cover the Atlantica, Alpha. Engage and destroy the Shevens.
Come on, we aren't probably armed for this kind of thing. We need reinforcements.
We are aware of your situation, Alpha.
For the bombers. Capricorn. It is. Well, actually, both wings are very important.
Please help us. The Shevens are getting close and we're sitting ducks out here.
We can't just leave them here. Commander, are you getting it?
Alpha, we acknowledge Goldwing's situation and are sending recovery craft into the area.
We'll keep the recovery craft safe, command.
Alpha, Ola Group. Stuck with the virus fighters and take them back to Dosing Station. Alright, we just...
Not a problem, Ola.
And maybe I should have stayed closer to Atlantica. Goldwing is fitting ducks. I remember the Nahima bombers from the Free Space 2 demo. I see waiting there, Mara's. Where is Gold? What happened to Goldwing? Oh, the haulers took them away. The haulers took them back to safety and custody. So, Alpha Way, and you're gonna help me fight off Pisces. know, it's better that they fire their missiles at me than the Atlantica. Already had enough trouble with enemies spamming Hornet missiles at me, and well, looks like Delta Wing taking care of Capricorn. So Alpha Wing, you got to take care of Pisces with me. By the way, on stream I played a bit of Wing Commander Prophecy, 1 or 2 missions of Wing Commander Prophecy. I also re-encoded all the videos to MP4 format, so that the sound will actually work in the cutscenes. Unfortunately, it's not using the unlimited Wing Commander Prophecy unlimited video player, but because it's still using the wrong subtitles.
We have Polar Wing and the Pirates back at Tau Sigma Station. Good work, Alpha.
Alright. And it is really hard to hold yourself so that you don't fire your missiles before you have acquired a lock on the target. The target ends up being too important of a pressing matter. Target ends up being too big of a pressing matter to you end up being more concerned about killing the target than getting a missile lock on him. Because you really have to. The pressure is on, you know. Yes. Atlantica has made it out.
If you don't mind, I think that we ought to be getting out of here too. Command?
You may depart, Alpha.
Great.
Excellent work, Alpha Wing. The CPV Atlantica escaped the area safely, despite attention from additional pirates and from the Shevans. It is a testament to your flying skills that you protected such a vulnerable vessel from an onslaught like that. The crew and passengers of the Atlantica are grateful for your efforts. It seems that this success has improved public support for the GTVA around here a little. The pirates who were saved by Hollerwing also thank the GTVA forces for saving them from the station's brig. You can even go visit them if you like. It looks like this little piece of humanitarianism is going to help the GTVA's efforts to form a truce with the pirates quite a bit. Sheevan sightings and engagements are increasing in Tau Sigma. It appears that we will have to begin a concerted effort to track down the Nyarlathotep.
If you were wondering what I was doing there,
While we are still trying to determine the location
I was
of Nyarlathotep,
doing something on my phone. I like to lurk in other streams while I stream, so
while we are still trying to determine the location of the SD Nyarlathotep, the climate of Tau Sigma has changed considerably. It seems as if many pirate groups are seeking shelter with the GTVA forces now moving into the system. Given the choice between facing the Shivans on their own or a prison cell, many are choosing the prison cell. While trying to locate the super destroyer, we received a distress call from a group of pirate vessels who are currently under attack. The pirate cruisers Lowry, Basil, and Julius are presently making their way to Nav Beacon Sigma, where they will link into their navigation systems and make the jump to GTVA-controlled space. From what information we have received, they are presently under attack from a wing of MMC elite fighters. The MMC elite forces have just destroyed the mining platform that the pirates were using. The cruisers have indicated that they have almost made it to the nav beacon and do not require assistance. Their flak and anti-fighter beams should ward off any attack. The pressing problem is the Vigilant, the same medical cruiser that you encountered in your strike against the ammunition supply depot. She overloaded her drive system and fell behind the cruisers. With no fighter cover to speak of, the Vigilant is vulnerable and your first priority. Pursuing the cruiser group is the Morgan Technologies' own Orion-class destroyer, MTD Auriga. She is moving into range and launching fighters for a strike against the Vigilant. Additionally, there have been reports of Shivan patrols in the area. Their intentions are unknown, since they will have been launched from either the SD near Lathatep or the SCV Sathagwa. They could help us determine the location of the super destroyer. If you encounter a patrol, engage them long enough so that we can monitor their transmissions and pinpoint their source.
Oh boy. So, if I put Maxims on, well, we do get Maxims. Well, Lamprey, Survey, Maximum Survey, a shield. That's the perfect combination for taking out. Well, you can have the Survey, you doing damage to the shields, you have the Maxim doing damage to the hull. That's pretty much a perfect combination of weapons there. You know, I'm partial towards the Tempest missiles because they are unguided rockets.
Thank Archer here, Alpha. The Auriga has already destroyed the mining platform. We can fend off those fighters, but the Vigilant needs your help.
We've got you covered, Julius. Moving to got the Vigilant now.
Whoa. What happened there?
Julius, I am picking up a power spike from the Auriga. They're firing one of their beams.
What?
Alpha, Julius is down. Target the Auriga's forward beam cannon. She can lock in on targets at a much greater range.
Man, the Ulysses, it's pretty fast. It's got you can put Maxims and Circes on it.
Take out the turret, Alpha, but make sure the Vigilant is safe first. Close your distance with Rapier Wing and use long-range missiles on the Auriga's cannon.
Oh man.
Damn it. Why do we have to help these pirates anyway? We should let them rot.
You saw what they just did to the Julius? We're gonna try to whitewash their mistake. No one deserves that.
I am not going to debate the minor points of morality with you. I just don't like having to put my back toward these guys to defend them.
Worried about a backstab, are you? Listen, given the destroyer and the presence of Shivans in this system, who would you rather take your chances with?
Okay, you have a point. We're the galactic nice guys. Shoot at us 1 minute, ask for protection the next.
Your sarcasm is noticed, Zachary. Just be sure you're firing at the right target.
I know where my guns are pointed.
Great. You're now in range to fire the Maxims. at that beam turret. Crap.
Excellent work, Alpha. The Auriga's forward cannon is disabled. Now take down what's left of those fighters. Alpha, Rapier-winged fighters are now within striking distance of the Vigilant. Stop them.
And I ordered my wingmen to protect Vigilant, but hopefully they come through. Yeah. They're doing a good job. Oh no. Trying my best, I swear. I mean, the Ulysses is pretty fast. Faster than the Perseus, I think. And you can put Maxims and Surface on your Ulysses fighter. You know, this is probably the first time I've ever put Maxims on a Terran fighter, like the Ulysses. Well, Ulysses is actually a Terran Visudan design, so... And it was superseded by the Mythos fighter, or in Inferno. Man. I think the Ulysses may have been a good pick for this mission. I mean, it's got Maxims, Surface. This dumbfire missiles. Well, you want to take me off, and you're gonna have to face the music. I got shield killing gun using hull. I got a shield killing weapon and a hull destroying weapon. I go faster than you. Organ Technology is officially an evil company. Maybe I should just stay close to the Vigilant. I've already took out the Auriga's main beam cannon. When Rapier gets close to us, well... that's when we open fire. Are they coming? Well, Tempest missiles may not have been the best choice for a missile, but I'd I don't like the rock-eye missiles. I wonder if I would do better with the lopsided.
Come on, Doctor. I'm sure you should even drag across in wide formation. They're closing fast.
They must be a scouting party. Intercept those fighters.
Command, maybe you didn't hear me right. Those are dragons. And we still have a handful of the MMC fighters. We need some help here.
Do what you have to do, Alpha. We don't have the assets available to assist you right now.
Acknowledge.
Wonder what would happen, and if my gun points were launch-sighted, would I be hit more with the receiving maxims? What the heck is Vigilant taking damage from? Vigilant's taking damage from Rapier Wing.
Where the hell did they go? Come on, the dragons just bugged out.
Keep your eyes open, Alpha. They were a scouting party. You can be sure more are on the way.
Heck.
There they are, come on. Medical fighters and Nephilim bombers.
Cancer, Zodiac, Nephilim bombers.
Engage the Shivans until we get a fix on their transmission.
Looks like the bombers are going after the Origa.
The Shivans don't play favorites, Alpha. Watch yourself.
Okay, no one's attacking the Vigilant right now, but that may change rather soon. I forgot.
Alpha, the Origa has left the field of engagement. Those bombers are now targeting you.
Of course they would. Damn, that's a lot of firepower to throw at a civilian ship. And
Alpha, good work. The Vigilant has left the area.
great.
Many of the bombers have left the area. Come on, need to get a trace of where they went.
Processing that information now, Alpha.
I really cannot say what my favorite fighter or bomber in Free Space is, but right. My third primary objective complete.
Alpha, trace the transmission. Return to base.
Alright.
It seems we accomplished 2 things on this mission, pilot. We managed to rescue those pirates from the MTD Auriga, as well as pinpoint a source for the Shivan transmissions. Excellent work, pilot. You only have a short downtime before your next assignment.
Let's go then. When the frame buffer thrusters were being forced onto everyone.
From our recent engagements with the Shivans, the GTA Spectre was able to lock on to numerous Shivan communication signals from the Phi Erdani system. A GTVA task force led by the GTD Valhalla will arrive in Tau Sigma within the hour and will move on to Phi Erdani from there. In the meantime, we will be ensuring that the task force isn't in for any nasty surprises when they enter the system by performing a recon and force mission. Alpha, your wing and the GVCV Andrasta will enter the Phi Erdani system and eliminate all hostile targets in the vicinity of the jump node back to Tau Sigma. The area around the node must remain secure until the task force can arrive in Phi Erdani. The defense of the Andrasta is critical to the success of the operation itself.
What if I lose the Andrasta? Oh man.
The GTA Spectre detected transmissions from several vessels of capital ship class emanating from Phi Erdani. One of these must be the Sithagwa, and the Nyarlathotep is believed to be somewhere in this system as well. Be prepared to engage enemy capital class vessels. We've made the Maxim cannon available to you in case of this eventuality. The Valhalla and the advanced elements of the task force will relieve you. Command will be monitoring your situation closely out there, and though it'll be difficult to get reinforcements through to you, they'll do their best. Be careful out there, and don't take unnecessary risks. Remember that this mission's primary objectives are to size up the Shivan force in Phi Erdani and defend our vessels, not destroy as many Shivans as possible.
I was thinking I might want to go with the loadout I had on the last mission. Oh, I can use Maxims on the Hercules. Nice. On the Hercules Mark 1. And Hercules Mark 1 has more response for has more gun points on it, so man. Well, let's replace some Hornet missiles with tornado missiles. Tornado missiles are better, or they do more damage there.
Command, we've arrived at the Phi Erdani system. Don't sign of any Shivas nearby.
Copy that, Alpha 3. Await the Andrasta. Will arrive momentarily.
Alright. Andrasta is here.
The GVCV Andrasta reporting. Assume guard positions.
Copy that, Andrasta. We are assuming guard formation.
I don't like this. It's way too quiet out here.
You never like the feeling of any situation. Get a grip.
Shivas would have detected a Corvette entering the system, wouldn't they?
Remain vigilant, Alpha. The Shivans could arrive at any moment, and we do not want to be caught off guard.
Of course. There they are.
Fighting full Mars. 3.5 clicks from the jump node. That's cue.
It's like you can't avoid these missiles. So you got those two Maxim guns on a Hercules. pretty good. It's pretty good armament, I dare say.
More Shivan fighters have arrived to our starboard side.
I like these space video game, space flying sim video games. I wonder who else would be willing to play them. You saw people have redeems that where you can request where you can get them to play games for you, and I'm thinking of using more to have them play a Freeze Face for Wing Commander Prophecy. Wing Commander Prophecy is my favorite video game from my childhood.
Here, the Rakshasa cruiser and bombers have jumped in. It looks like Mr. Hogwarts is not alone. Alpha, keep the bombers away from the interruption. The corvette will engage the SC Nightgaunt.
We've got you covered, Andrasta.
Dang. Didn't realize they were that close. Bombers. At least I didn't die there. One Aquarius. That is probably one of those fighters that gets easily destroyed by a bomb shockwaves. Yeah, those beam turrets on the front of the cruiser, very, very hard to hit. You're stupidly hard to hit. I like how they're using the name Night Gaunt.
And the Nightgaunt has been destroyed. Excellent work. Resume your previous patrol until the task force arrives.
This doesn't look good. The Shivans were ready for us.
I don't know. Wasn't that supposed to be all they can nail at the tip? And this is so good.
Well, it is now.
There's always more Shivans.
The Hogwa is jumping in ahead and we're picking up heavy bombers incoming.
There comes Dagwa.
Alpha, we are breaking position and moving away from the Sahagwa. Destroy Gemini Wing.
Thankfully, the turrets on this one are much weaker. Beam turret, Gemini. Those Shivan Mega Bombs. That.
Try to disable some of the cannons of the Shiva captain ship.
cannot leave the Andrasta, you know. I really like how I can use this sniper scope. I have to realign every few seconds. Fire in bursts. I can realign every few seconds. Fired the missile before I had lock, yet again. Well, they're Sheevan fighters.
I'm picking up a new wing. Behemoth coming in fast. Then there's really one thing I trust to die.
And we really want the Andrasta to survive. So shut up and keep it tight.
I'm trying, okay?
Hang in there, pilot. Passports is routing straight through to fire a gun. They'll arrive soon.
They'd better get here soon, or there won't be any reason to stop.
Space Wars. How far away are they? They're not moving very fast, so maybe I can afford to do this. Well, at least I'm not totally oblivious to what's going on around me. I fired my missiles without a lock again. And again, it's because the pressure to kill them is greater than right. And it's because of the pressure to kill them. Neferton. Always good to see that you've arrived. Yeah. I picked a good loadout for the mission. Means I can't hit. Means I can't aim for shit with my I can't aim for shit with my Cersei guns. Especially against Sheevan Manticore fighters. By the way, that seems to be a bit misleading. The lead indicator seems to be a bit misleading. We hit it. Okay, what is that one? Lenica? Good to see they're here. I don't know if it's worth calling a support ship. The mission might be almost over. But there's a lot of Stevens in this system. I'll just let Valhalla take care of Satagwa. Agua. Me of the Agua. I mean, the Hell Knights. Fill my countermeasures too. 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48. You know, I think when in my Free Space Wing Commander modding adventures, I tried to add a support ship, but I failed to. I wasn't successful. For turret. The way there. The old editor for Free Space 3D models is called PCS2, POF Constructor Suite 2. Now it's been superseded by the POF tools. They gonna throw any more crap at us? Maybe not, but you know why? The reason why I prefer to stand still is because the laser turret there is the launcher. Man, such a grind trying to take out all these turrets. So, anyone? Can I get anyone to help me? I guess Alpha Wing is they're the only ones that can help me. And I don't think their weapons are gonna do anything. I don't think their weapons are gonna do much because flak turret. turrets on this thing are very weak. It may look like this Corvette is barely hanging on, but it has been disarmed. Am I supposed to give up now? Oh, that my wingman and the other capital ships can all destroy this cruiser, this Corvette. Man, I'm restarting this mission.
Command, we've arrived at the binary diving system. No sign of any Shivas nearby.
Copy that, Alpha 3. Await the Andrasta, who will arrive momentarily.
Oh, good heavens.
Alpha Wing, this is the GVC-V Andrasta reporting. Assume guard positions.
Copy that, Andrasta. We are assuming guard formation.
I don't like this. It's way too quiet out here.
You never like the feeling of any situation. Get a grip.
Shivas would have detected a Corvette entering the system, wouldn't they?
Remain vigilant, Alpha. The Shivas could arrive at any moment, and we do not want to be caught off guard. I'm waiting for Norris. 3.5 clicks from the jump node. That looks like our cue.
Here they come. Chief and Rock Eyes. Man, they can do quite crazy evasive maneuvers. Get to see my Cersei guns are actually hitting them.
More Shivan fighters have arrived to our starboard side.
Can't think of much to talk about. I had to replay this mission because I think the Andrasta, the Fthagwa was holding the mission back. The fact that Fthagwa was not destroyed is holding the mission back, and I couldn't make any more progress on the mission until I destroy Fthagwa. I got.
We have trouble here. The Rakshasa cruiser bombers injection. Whoever places the Hugler is not alone.
Alpha, keep the bombers away from the Andrasta. The Corvette will engage the SD Nightthorn.
We've got you covered, Andrasta.
Well, their anti-fire beams are now gone, but I have to take care of the other beams on this thing. They are stupidly hard to hit. Plus I gotta watch out for bombers too. Oh my. You went up in big flames.
Excellent work. Resume your previous patrol until the task force arrives.
Oh, right.
This doesn't look good. The Shivans were ready for us.
I don't know. Wasn't that supposed to be our living tip? And this is so cool.
Well, it is now.
The hardware is jumping in ahead and we're picking up heavy bombers incoming. It's a trap. Alpha, we are breaking position and moving away from the Sahagwa. Destroy Gemini Wing.
We've got a new hostile contact. It's the SD Tulship, a Lilith class.
Pilots, try and disable some of the cannons on those Shivan capital ships.
Oh man. Also, Dogwa is not moving very fast, but Ulsha. Okay. I'll line it up here. Here are those bombs and the bombers. Killed by a missile shockwave. Good grief. Again. It's not the first time this happened. But this is attempt number 3 at this mission.
Alpha 3. Await the Andrasta. It will arrive momentarily.
Alpha Wing, this is the GBCV Andrasta reporting. Assume guard positions.
Copy that, Adresta. We are assuming guard formation.
I don't like this. It's way too quiet out here.
You never like the feeling of any situation. Get a grip.
Shivas would have detected a Corvette entering the system, wouldn't they?
Remain vigilant, Alpha. The Shivas could arrive at any moment and we do not want to be caught off guard. I'm waiting for...
Oh, there they come.
One place to jump out. Looks like our cue. More Shivan fighters have arrived to our starboard side.
No, I thought I would feel more tired by now, but I'm not. I know I'm feeling as tired as I thought I would feel. I also plugged it. Or
Looks like we have trouble here. The Rakshasa cruiser and bombers have jumped in. It looks like Mr. Hogwarts is not alone.
Alpha, keep the bombers away from the Androstum. The Corvette will engage the SG Nightstorm.
We've got you covered, Andrasta.
I took out the anti-fighter B before they could get me with it, but still. Didn't expect to take that kind of damage from the missile. Pretty much the only thing that's gonna hit those beam turret is my missiles. I'm glad I have the zoom script for phase 2 so that I can aim my max, so that I can do precision aiming and actually hit those turrets with my Maxim cannons. Still, it really helps to have a visual on the arms that those beam cannons are at the end of.
Excellent work. Resume your previous patrol until the task force arrives.
This doesn't look good. The Shivans were ready for us.
I don't know. Wasn't that supposed to be only the Nellis tip? And this is Ogor?
Well, it is now.
The Hogwa is jumping in ahead and we're picking up heavy bombers incoming. It's a trap. Alpha, we are breaking position and moving away from the Sahagwa. Destroy Gemini Wing.
And I will take out the B if you guys go for the bombers.
We've got a new hostile contact. It's the SD bullshit.
Pilot, try and disable some of the cannons on the Shivan capital ship.
They're so far away. How can they fire their anti-fighter B with the Drasta? Green tearing is kind of getting to me. Need to realign. Hopefully, it'll be a win for me this time. Spacey's wing as manticores.
Coming in slow. That Mr. Charlie wants the Andromeda.
And we really want the Andromeda to survive. So shut up and keep it tight.
Man,
Hang in there, pilots. Task force is routing straight through to fire gun. They'll rise here.
Then better get here soon, or there won't be any pieces to go.
maybe it might be a good idea to build the engine into the Satagla. But they can't move. Not right now, though. Beam turret. I saw a beam turret on that thing. You fire the Maxims. Wait.
GTVA task force is now on station. Stand clear of the Sheevan corvettes.
Yeah, they're getting lit up real good. Oh, bombs. Alpha, get on them.
The Satagwa has been destroyed. The other Sheevans are leaving the area.
There we go.
Deploying Beta and Zeta wings now. We can take it from here, Alpha. You are relieved. Head inside for debrief.
Good to see that finally over with. Well, it's like a whole bunch of fighters are launching from Valhalla. You know, the model thrusters, they fell out of fashion for quite a while until one of the community members decided to bring them back.
Welcome to the Valhalla, pilot. In a chaotic situation, you kept your cool and were able to prevent the Adrasta from coming to any harm. Good work. The Sheevans tried to ambush us, and it was only thanks to the appearance of the Valhalla and the advanced elements of the task force that we got you and the Adrasta out alive. Nevertheless, your work defending the Adrasta until help could arrive was essential. The appearance of 2 more Sheevan vessels with the Thathagwa, along with considerable numbers of fighters and bombers, suggests something larger than we'd initially hoped for. The Sheevans also seem to possess far greater situational awareness than anticipated. The GTVA task force has now arrived in system and has begun to secure the area around the Iridani jump node. Clearly accurate reconnaissance on the Sheevan presence will be required before any action is taken if we don't want to be ambushed again. We will exercise caution in our future attacks. In addition to achieving our primary objective of sizing up the Sheevan presence, we were able to destroy the SC Notgaunt and the Thathagwa. This is excellent news. If we can continue to defeat the Sheevan vessels in this manner, victory will come swiftly and decisively.
Right.
Okay, pilots, we found the Narlistep. She is hiding in a stellar gas cloud within the Phi Iridani system. Given the presence of both the Thathugwa and the Tolsha in system, this setup indicates something much more widespread and dangerous than even the Narlistep by herself. These ships had to come from somewhere, and GTVI is still puzzled as to their source. The only current speculation that we have is that the Narlistep was part of a larger fleet that has been lying dormant in subspace for thousands of years. Dr. Hadamart's speculation that the Narlistep was indeed the Lucifer that destroyed the civilization of the ancients seems both the most plausible and the most troubling. The Narlistep herself was residing dormant in subspace until a few weeks ago, when she emerged through a rift created by the explosion of the MT Mudinari AWACS. While it was not clear at the time who was controlling the ships in that subspace battle, subsequent evidence has revealed that Morgan Technologies is behind much of the recent criminal activities in these systems. However, the Narlistep's presence seems to be just the beginning of something darker. 37 years ago, the Lucifer appeared in Ross 128 with no apparent source or reason. The Shivans simply came, and even until today, no one truly knows where they came from. Our recent experience has shed light on that war so many years ago, and yet it does not bode well. We barely escaped with our lives from the last Shivan invasion, and if the Narlistep is not alone, the danger is greater than we first imagined. We need information, and we need it now. We have pinpointed the location of the Narlistep, but we do not know her present activities. Before we launch any kind of strike, we are going to need some accurate information on her location and her status. We are fortunate to have a handful of Mara-class fighters in our possession that have been converted so that Terran pilots can fly them. I hope you've been brushing up on your Shivan etiquette, pilot. You're going behind the lines.
Oh my.
At 17:15 hours,
I only get shoebox and case. Those are the only weapons I can carry.
At 17:15 hours, we pinpointed the source of Shivan transmissions in the Phi Iridani system. The Narlistep is located in the small stellar cloud that until now has been masking all of our scans of the system. Our recent engagements with the Thathugwa and the Tolsha helped us to localize the Narlistep's haven. At present, the GTD Valhalla is on standby and will be waiting with a small strike force of GTVA ships that will be ready to deploy in 3 hours. The information that you provide will be used to launch the strike against the Super Destroyer. Your task is simple. In captured Mara fighters, get close enough to the Narlistep and scan her navigation, communications, sensors, weapons, and fighter-based subsystems. Your fighters will appear to be Shivan, right down to your EM signatures, provided that you do not get too close to patrolling Shivans. The interference created by the stellar gas cloud should provide you with enough cover. However, steer clear of other Shivan fighter patrols in the area. If they get too close, you will be readily identified. Given the Tolsha's escape when the Thathugwa was destroyed, we expect this Lilith-class cruiser to be in the area. If it is present, scan the cruiser and any other capital ships you find. Do not engage any ships or it will ruin the element of surprise. Keep a low profile, Alpha. Remember to keep at least 500 meters between yourself and the fighter patrols.
That will not be easy. But we can put casers on both banks, so why not?
Okay, I've got the Narlistep from the scopes. Looks like the Tolsha is here too. Amazing. GTVI was right for once.
Alpha, do this one by the numbers. Keep a low profile and transmit to us once you've scanned both ships.
Affirmative, Command. Closing communications channel.
Here we go. Anybody else with an overwhelming sense of doom?
Mackie, put a sock in it. The Valhalla needs our scans if they're going to hit them. Besides, Shivans don't shoot at other Shivans anyway.
Load up, people. Let Ares get past this. We don't want them spoiling this party too early. Look, Shivans shoot at anything that moves, and don't even bother asking questions. Don't give me that.
We won't know until we're in there. Let's get this over with.
This is weird. The Narlistep seems to be healing her damage.
He's not the only one. I think the Tolsha is too.
That could be a problem. Keep monitoring it.
Hey, there's a Shiva compound out there.
Looks like they're really up to something. Let's get the scanning done first.
Oh man, I'm worried about the Ares wing. Ares wing is not a problem right now, but they could become.
Okay, we can breathe again. Just make sure we keep our distance from those fighters.
Alright.
Okay, that's one subsystem down.
Mission is called Fed the Spider to the Fly. Then, now we scan the fighter bays. How close do we have to get? Where are they headed? It'd be nice if I could have them show up with white brackets on my...
Looks like you're spoiling for a fight. Our meeting fighters and bombers at the ready, but there doesn't seem to be any movement.
5 reactors. Okay, nav and weapons. Last subsystems I have to scan. That I don't have forever, but I think I could get this done, hopefully.
Right down.
Yeah. Maybe I should have scanned that when I was scanning the sensors.
That's the last subsystem.
Okay. Scanned all no evidence distance.
Alright. I turned the microphone off for a bit, 'cause there were... people walking around upstairs.
How's the temperature?
Okay, I'll make it count to command. Command, testing scan information now. The Neuralotep and the Tulsa are resting near a comm node.
Acknowledged, Alpha. That's the information we needed. Put some distance between yourself and the Shivans and discreetly leave the area. We don't want to alert them to your presence. Do not leave until your directives tell you.
Careful, pilot. Those Mars are getting close again. They've moved on. Keep going.
Roger that, command. Moving out of their range.
What the hell? I just picked up another jump signature.
It looks pretty big. Looks like we have another capital ship near. Command needs to know about this.
The new ship is a Rakshasa-class cruiser. It appears to be wounded, too. The challenging command is getting some interference. I'll try to clear it.
Yeah, but it appears she's yelling on the other ships. Looks like our big friend is bringing more people to the party. We're going to need a scan. Hold on to your shirts. Let's get in close. Get a scan of it before we do. The Shivans are probably getting suspicious of this. Before you send another transmission, they'll be onto us for sure.
Oh my god, the lock corvette just showed up. How many of these ships are there?
Looks like a small battle group. Scan the key. This can't wait any longer. We're going to have to contact command.
I've already tried. Can't get through. They're jamming us.
Jamming? What would they be? Oh shit, they're onto us. Everyone, scramble. Harry's wing is closing distance. This thing has just gone south. They're onto us. Defend yourself. Get out of here as soon as possible. We've got to get this information back to command.
Oh man.
Good work, pilot. You managed to scan the Tolsha and the Narlatep systems as requested. Unfortunately, upon your initial broadcast, the GTD Valhalla Strike Force launched a preemptive assault against the Narlatep, without your additional information of the growing battle group. We managed to signal her in time to pull out of the attack, but at the cost of burning out her jump engines. At present, the Valhalla is stranded in another part of the nebula.
Oh no. I almost thought that was a mission failure. Good to see that it wasn't. I don't remember every mission of Derelict, but I remember the last mission. And the mission where you have to...
Pilots, I'll make this quick, as we don't have much time. As you are aware, once we had attained the scan data we needed from the Shivan vessels rallying where the Narlatep is at rest, the GTD Valhalla was going to lead a preemptive strike against the Shivan forces. The Valhalla did lead a strike against this position, but ran into severe difficulties.
Oh man, the mission is called Out of the Dark into the Night. That was also the name of the mission where you had to escort a science vessel in Free Space 1.
The Shivan force was much larger than anticipated, and the strike force ran into major problems. We lost over a dozen fighter and bomber wings defending the Valhalla and other vessels as they escaped. The Valhalla was able to jump out of the area before it was destroyed. However, it took damage to all systems and the engines of the Valhalla gave out after the subspace jump. The Valhalla's engines can be repaired without the need for new parts, but her fighter complement has been significantly reduced and now the destroyer is under attack again. This is where you come in. Alpha Wing will enter the area and provide any assistance to the Valhalla until the engines of the destroyer are back up and running and she can depart. Be aware that the Valhalla has jumped to the edge of the nebula cloud, so you should be able to get acceptable radar ranges in the field. However, visibility is still limited. Once the area is secured, approximately half of the 8,000 crew members on board the Valhalla will be evacuated in escape pods. We don't want to risk any more lives on board the Valhalla than we have to. Cover the pods as they depart. They have extremely weak hulls and can't take much punishment. We're currently trying to get some support for the Valhalla, but for the moment you're on your own. There are several other vessels that need to be evacuated from the nebula region, and the Valhalla can take care of itself. GTVI scans haven't located any larger vessels in the immediate vicinity. However, the large number of small signatures suggest multiple fighter and bomber wings incoming. Get down to the launch base, pilots. We haven't got enough time to let you choose your loadout, so it has been pre-assigned. Good luck.
Alpha to Valhalla, on me. Valhalla, please respond.
Good to have you with us, Alpha Wing. We're under attack and Epsilon's pretty stretched.
Target the bombers first, Alpha Wing.
I can't
to do here? Just defend Valhalla.
That's it. That's the last Sheevan craft. We're not reading any more in the area. We're prepping the escape pods for launch. Pods deployed. Alpha, Epsilon, provide cover.
Man, it's almost like that mission where you have to defend the GTD basket before the Lucifer attacks.
These fighters are fast. Don't lose your targets, people. We're already being lost.
Man. It's like those fonts got out. What to do here? Oh no, like a speed 3 will be.
The Sheevan just got to one of the pods, Alpha.
I believe I can do this without losing any of the pods.
Alpha to Valhalla, come in. Valhalla, please respond.
Good to have you with us, Alpha Wing. We're under attack in
You
Epsilon.
know, it's getting close to quit time, so I think once this is over, I'm going to, once I beat this mission, I'm going to quit. Maybe raid someone if I think it's worth it. I can, if I'm allowed to.
That's it. That's the last Sheevan craft. We're not reading any more in the area. We're prepping the escape pods for launch.
Where are they?
Pods deployed. Alpha, Epsilon, provide cover.
Oh man, I like that effect. How I looked towards the pods as I flew past them. That was a cool visual effect. The camera.
Don't lose your targets, people. We're already being lost.
Man, they're sending in even more manticores. The thing I glanced with my radar there. Come on. Hit. Come on. I got visuals on those. It!
Alpha to Valhalla, come in. Valhalla, please respond.
Good to have you with us, Alpha Wing. We're under attack and Epsilon's pretty stretched.
Target the bombers first, Alpha Wing.
Sure, it's possible to save all of the escape pods. I need all these missiles. I cannot change my loadout either.
Even craft. We're not reading any more in the area. We're prepping the escape pods for launch.
Yes, it's understandable that they would want to escape pods. They might be attacked by that Lucifer.
These fighters are fast. Now hold your targets, people. They're already being spotted.
Guess I better be more aggressive with the missiles. Not sure it's worth doubling up my Prometheus. Oh no.
The Shevens just got to one of the pods, Alpha.
Is it even possible? Dang it.
Alpha to Valhalla, come in.
Means that it might not be possible.
Good to have you with us, Alpha Wing. We're under attack and Epsilon's pretty stretched.
Target the bombers first, Alpha Wing.
I can't see a thing in this mess. At least the radar range.
Man, I remember when they added smooth particles to FSO and community thought that was the best thing since sliced bread. Community was really gushing over the soft particles.
That's it. That's the last Sheevan craft. We're not reading any more in the area. We're prepping the escape pods for launch. Pods deployed. Alpha, Epsilon, provide cover.
Chief fighters incoming. Watch for the escape pod. Keep it tight, people.
These fighters are fast. Now hold your targets, people. They're already being spotted.
Aries, Virgo. I lost them. Damn it. Damn it. 36. No! Get away from him! Get away from him!
Achievements just got to one of the pods, Alpha.
It's like it's not possible. Fine! Looks like it isn't possible to protect all of the escape pods. I hate this. I hate losing the puny little escape pods to Shivan monsters. You're on a mission where you can't change my loadout. Who? What can I tell you about this game? Free Space 2. You fly around in space and you shoot aliens. It's inspired by Lincoln Prophecy and Star Wars and a lot of the This is my third or fourth attempt at this level. I'm trying to get all the escape pods out safely, trying to help them survive. And so I'm equipped with a weapon called Prometheus. Yeah, I'm equipped with missiles called Harpoons. And trebuchets. What happened there?
No more humans on Centaur. That for the 10th one.
This damn smoke is the problem. And then the fact it's crawling with Shivan.
Give it a rest, Mac. This place is not crawling with Shivan. GTVI hasn't found anything bigger than a corvette out here.
GTVI? Give me a break. I wouldn't trust those spooks as far as I can see around here. Ever heard about the GDI rebellion?
Yeah, and that was a long time ago.
Well, GDI is GDI in my book. I don't trust him.
Cool. You're a new streamer too. It's for more numbers. How's my journey? Well, I've been streaming. I've been doing this for like over a year, and I have barely You brought your ring light yesterday. Oh, something to do with your webcam.
Yes, I'm afraid that the Shivan's got to us too. It's only minor.
Well, I think I've been streaming for like over a year, but I haven't made much progress. I haven't even got monetized.
Pilots, we're reading nearly a dozen new Shivan signatures. Intercept the bombers. We're launching Delta Wing to help.
Bombers, the enemies in this game are called Shivans, and the names of the ships indicate what types they are. For example, S means Shivan, the B means bomber, so SB as a prefix, it means Shivan bomber. So the ship named SB Torvi is a Shivan bomber, or of the a Torvi-class Sheevan bomber. For lady. And really got to keep my head on the swivel here. Make sure that I stay aware of the situation here. You're not making progress either. Yeah, it's hard to make progress. It's hard to make progress, especially when you don't know how to. I've heard that you may be able to make progress if you get really good at competitive popular competitive games, but there's a very slim chance of anyone being able to do that. You were going to make it to self-employment. Yeah, that's what Twitch would have you believe, but yeah, Twitch would have you believe that you can make progress quickly, but it's all the stuff I've seen about growing on Twitch says you need to try to grow on other social media platforms before you can actually grow on Twitch.
We're reading a massive Sheevan signature. It's a demon class destroyer, designation Thorn.
Alpha, that destroyer is powering up beam cannons, and you can bet we're its target. Destroy its main beam cannon now, Alpha. Our hull is losing integrity. We need more cover, pilot. The engines are back online. We're getting out of here. We're taking major damage here, Command.
You say eat Valhalla before it's too late.
Valhalla is safe. Return to base, pilot. The rest of the Sheevans can wait.
Good grief. That was tough. I'm so tired of this mission, being unable to save all the escape pods and almost losing that Valhalla ship. Good grief. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know. I think I might quit here. Do you like that? That's what I came up with for my ending spree. Anyways, thank you very much for coming. I really do appreciate it. It really made it worth it for me to keep streaming. So I don't know if it's worth rating anymore. How about I rate Red Rhinelander? He's playing freelance for that's so popular. There's space in game. Anyway, goodbye.